What's good with it, man? It's your boy, Coach Paper, live from Cebu, Philippines at the Waterfront Hotel, man. I am having a Messiah brew. It is a local Cebu, Philippines beer, and I must admit, it tastes quite tasty. Oh yeah, I'm having me a coffee right now. Preparing my next YouTube video. Follow me on the fourth domain. It's a stress management. It's a stress management channel, also a nutrition channel. It teaches people how to handle the physical domain, get in shape. Lose fat, build body muscle, emotional processing, the mental domain, what are you focused on? Are you processing information correctly? Critical thinking, problem solving, those are all part of the mental domain, but I studied the 6 domains of stress: your physical, mental, your physical, mental, emotional, existential, social, relational, and then your environmental domains, man. Each domain have a lot of lessons, a lot of things going on with it. And those domains are the 6 aspects of life that shape the entire human experience. So whether you're on the spiritual level, religious, that's the 4th domain, your existential. Where do you belong in this world? You know what I'm saying? What's your bigger why of being in this world? What's the bigger why for your job? Those are all part of the existential domain. A lot of people don't realize, like I said, spirituality is part of your existential domain. Religion, whether you're just a spiritual person, whether you're a mystic, whether you're a witch. Like I said, each domain is interconnected and interdependent of one another. And just say you are a mystic or a witch or on a spiritual level, I think in those realms you do have to process a lot of information. You got to focus on things and certain practices, words, saying. And if you're not feeding your brain correct, getting plenty of complex carbohydrates, how are you processing information how are you processing information when your brain's not even firing with all the electrons and neurons because you're not feeding it properly? Omega-3 fats specifically, walnuts is a great plant-based omega-3. But then, you got your fish, your mackerel, your salmons, your sardines, feed your brain properly and mental processing. And I'm going to do a video on how the mental level connected to the existential level and the physical level. They're all interconnected and dependent on one another. The better you were doing on your physical domain, such as your nutrition, the better you were doing on your mental domain, such as what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on your goals, your spirituality? What are you watching? Are you watching podcasts that give you information? Or are you watching the Bad Girls Club? For real, what kind of music are you listening to? Are you listening to shoot 'em up shit? And I'm not saying don't listen to shoot 'em up shit, because, I listen a little bit of that. Some of them guys got bars, but that's why in every aspect of my life, I do the 80-20 rule. So I can listen to some shoot 'em up shit, but I'm on a heavy dose of smooth R&B, love, because I am love. But, part of what I do is take care of the 6 domains of stress, your environmental domain. It's a hierarchy to it, because your environmental domain, a lot of times, man, especially us coming from the hood, that'd be the last thing we got to get to. We got to get our physical right, our mind right, focusing on our, processing our emotions, you know what I'm saying? Not emotional intelligence. We're going to start talking about emotional competence. You know, I see so many people on podcasts, they want to talk about emotional intelligence while they're yelling and cutting up on the podcast. Yeah, you know what to do. That's emotional intelligence. You know how you should act, but are you competent in it? Are you listening to understand versus listening to respond? You know, part of the mental domain, which is your second domain, is I don't care. I'm a nutritionist. I'm a stress management. But when I go and I'm talking to people, I'm not listening to just respond. I'm listening to as I'm brand new. Because even though I know a lot about it, I don't know every last single thing about it. And the moment that my ego gets so big that I think I know everything, nope, that's when I stagnate myself. So I'm very open to other ideas. And, you know, that's what I do, man. It's Coach Paper, man. My existential health is intact. I do my music, you know, I do my art. I'm posting these videos. I study a lot. I read. I stay on my grind. And that's specifically what my song, I'm Living, is about. You know, and at that, go ahead, man. Check me out. I do run my own website, paperstudios82.com. That is part of my existential health. You know, and I'm grinding and I'm into business with it. This is not just a game. But if I never get another dollar from doing music, I will always find the silver lining in anything. Because you know what? Way more than the money, music actually saved my life. It kept me out of the streets. You know, it kept me out of the gangs. It kept me, it gave me something to do so I don't have to go look for the party and be around everybody. All I need is music, man. And don't get me wrong, we are human beings. That social connection, that is a must. I am a Sigma man, a tiger. Not like the Alpha Lion. I'm the Sigma Tiger because I do walk alone. I've been walking alone a lot of times. For a long time. I got a small circle, but the reason why I like to be alone too, in solitude, I get to tap into God and we talk a lot. I get to build my company. I get to write lyrics. I get to work out. I get to cook. I get to eat. And then ever so often I go hang out. 80-20 rule. You know what I mean? For me, it's the 80-20 rule across my whole entire life. That's what the Whole Foods versus I love cheesecake. I had cheesecake today. You get what I'm saying? The shoot 'em up music versus the inspirational music. I like to listen to Big Sean. You know what I'm saying? That's why Big Sean is one of my favorite rappers, because if you listen to what he's spitting a lot of growth and stress management stuff in there. You know, so if y'all, you know, and I give credit where credit's due. If y'all don't know who Big Sean is, check his music out. You know, he got a lot of growth in his music. He got the bars, he got the flow, he got the beats. Shout out to Big Sean, man. I love his music. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, man. Good Kid, Mad City's my favorite album title of all time, because I'm an empath, but I grew up in a hood called G Parkway. So I was definitely that kid, that good kid in a mad city. And being an empath, you take things a little different than most people, man. So throughout my whole life, I had to learn how to take the negative, find the silver lining, realize that I got smarter and stronger, use it to my advantage, and I can teach other people. I can teach my kids, I can teach my brothers. You know, I can teach you guys, help you guys grow. And now I turned it into a business. So that's exactly what I'm teaching. And another thing too, existential health. I found mine and I'm gonna do videos about that. And I wanna teach you guys how you can find yours. You gotta be able to open up a little bit, get out of your comfort zone. And I don't care if you're an expert on a subject, when somebody else is speaking on it and you guys are talking and conversing and trading information, get out of your ego, listen to it as you are a brand new student. You might find that one jewel and bridge your gap to make you an expert. And what I always tell people about just missing that one jewel, and that's why you need to open your mind and stop thinking you know it all by yourself. Like, think of an algebra problem. You know, you might get like 99% of that algebra problem correct. But if you miss that one step, the whole problem is toast. So that's why I know a lot about nutrition, stress management, but when I'm talking to you guys, because I'm going to learn things off of you guys too. So when I'm talking to you guys, I'm all open ears. You know what I mean? And that's part of the social domain too. Holding each other down, really listening to one another, supporting one another. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to judge you guys, because me being a stress management coach is not about saying that I'm more perfect than you guys. I mess up all the time, but I'm very good at reverse engineering my day, see where I went wrong, hold myself accountable, execute a plan, and get back on my grind. And yeah, that's what the fourth domain is all about, man. The bounce back, like Juvie, man. I haven't listened to it in a while, but that's one of yeah, Bounce Back by Juvie, man. We gotta bounce back like Juvenile. You listen to that Juvie, the great album. I'm a big hip hop fan, but I'm a bigger R&B fan, you know? Yeah, but anyway, man, I'm enjoying myself. And like I said, the only reason why I'm doing this video is because, like I say, I like to talk about my heaven on earth. And right now, me moving around in the Philippines, still enjoying myself, but still, you know, putting those YouTube videos together, enjoying coffee, a local brew, moving around the world. I'm an Aquarius, I am air. I gotta move around. So this is what I'm turning my life into, moving around, staying active, staying fit, staying on my goals, staying on my purpose, making my music, monetizing my YouTube channel, man. I got some nutrition programs coming, some stress management programs that I'm gonna launch, and it's gonna help you guys out a lot. So, you know, that's the goals, that's the plan, man. And that's it for right now, man. I'm out of here. Until next time.